Hello, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and happy weekend to everybody, and happy holidays as well. Today is a public holiday in Bangladesh. It's actually at this moment very cloudy and kind of cool day, drizzling, mild rain, cloudy due to one of our cyclones that hit us in the coastal areas. So there has been like kind of like cool weather since yesterday, but my like I feel also bad for the people who are living in the coastal areas. They're hit by the storm and they're facing a lot of damages. My heartfelt condolences. So today I am going to do a fragrance house that I never covered before, and these bottles are not mine. As you can see from title, it's a house called Bruno Banani. I think that's how you say it. I'll let you know my thoughts on these two fragrances. I'm gonna do two together in one episode, and this is all thanks to brother Rakib Hassan. He is one of our community members, very nice person, and he's part of our defense force in Bangladesh. Very honored to meet him actually, like last month or so. So he actually told me these two fragrances he used since 2016 or so, and he really likes them. So he wanted to pass them to me so I can talk about it. So I looked in internet. I mean YouTube. I did not find any reviews on this house. I don't know anything about this house at all. But I saw a few commercials. I read up on like this is made in Germany, and their fragrances, they in their ads they seem like they actually are taking their effort to make their fragrances, ingredients, they look like a serious house. So I don't have so much of backstory, so I'm just gonna go review these two fragrances that are for men. One of them is 30 ml, other one is 50 ml bottle, and these are release of 2016 and 17. Okay. Another thing is this fragrance is one of them has the box, other one I think the box is not available, so I apologize. So you can Google it. I'll leave the link below of the fragrances. You can Google in Fragrantica. For prices, they're very expensive. I think they are within $20 budget, so they're very very inexpensive. So I have them pre-sprayed on paper already for some time. Since yesterday I've been testing them. So I will start with this one. First fragrance, it's gonna be Bruno Banani. They say not for everybody, which is interesting, but they do not say the name of the fragrance. So this is called No Limits. Okay, I think, yeah, this is called No Limits. I have taken the name from the brother. So bottle, this one I have only the bottle, no box. So let me show you. So the packaging, it's kind of like I don't know. It's up to you how you look at it. It kind of reminds me of Davidoff. What is the fragrance? This one fragrance from Davidoff. They have not Champion. There's another fragrance that has that casino sort of chips kind of bottle, if you know which one I mean. So this one feels like that, and it has glass here and cap here, the name and everything, kind of like a old school military kind of color green, and it's sort of like a baggy green, and the bottom is the sticker. The cap, it's as big as the bottle, okay, because it's 30 ml, and it's nothing much to the bottle actually, and it's almost I think a lot of the juice is gone. So it clicks onto place, okay, and not very heavy bottle. So this fragrance has notes like apples, I think, kind of like amber. Let me spray this once again and talk about it. Okay, so I'm getting confused once again because the names are not there, so it's kind of confusing. So this fragrance is very warm, apple, kind of like a vanilla. I'm getting vanilla, amber, a kind of like mild spices, kind of like got citrusy elements, very fruity, warm, kind of like a fragrance. Spray is okay on these ones. Okay, so moment you spray it for the first time, you get a very nice sweet opening. It's kind of like almost smell like tobacco to my nose. It's very sweet apple, kind of like those cigars, not cigars. What do you call those? Almost like those packs that you could find the Domingo. That you can find the tobacco separately, and they give you the papers, and you just make those things handmade, and then you smoke it. So this one, if they had an apple flavor, this is what you're gonna get. Very nice smell. You get like kind of like a, yeah, you can get that spiced sort of apple, almost remind me of Hugo Boss bottle, but mostly what remind me of is, I'm not saying this is a straight up clone or anything, but kind of remind me of Armani Code. If you like Armani Code, kind of like dark, sweet, but not overbearing. It has that kind of like a fruity, ambery sort of feel. So the vanilla is, I don't think it's mentioned in Fragrantica, but I'm picking up a little bit of vanilla in this, so that gives you that sweetness. So it's gonna be like good for fall, spring, that kind of cooler weather for men at night time. Longevity on this, it's moderate. I did not get super longevity on this. It gave me like 4 hours in total on paper and skin combined. So this fragrance, I think you can definitely give it a try. I mean, it's nice for a beginner's fragrance. If you, let's say, want to start collecting and don't want to spend so much, I think, I'm pretty sure they have bigger bottle than 30 ml. You can buy these and you can actually enjoy. Slowly your nose develops, then you can try. But what I really love, the best part of this fragrance is when someone gives me their fragrances, their sentiments and emotions are attached to the fragrances. That's the best part of it. This fragrance is very special to one person because he loves it. Even the next one more so. So you can definitely give it a try, because the name I was talking about, Bruno Banani. Banani is a place in Bangladesh. In Dhaka, we have a place called Banani. Banani is more like a upper class area where more of rich people stay. So there is like more commercial area, more shops, offices are like located there, more commercial area. So just nothing to do with the fragrance, just let you know. So the fragrance overall, the smell I really like. The longevity and everything, if you consider, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as a fragrance, and the pricing is very, very good. So first one is called Man's Best, and this is yeah, Bruno Banani. Okay, the first one. So the next one we're gonna go, it has that box. I have a box with this, and this is the box. It has very unique shape to it. It's not, as you can see, it's kind of like slanted here and it's kind of like curved. So it sits like this. Okay, so you can see the name Bruno Banani, and it says not for everybody. I don't know why they write it. Perhaps they're trying to portray that it's special, or they are trying to say it's more bold, outgoing. So here is the name, Man's Best. Thank God the name is here. And this is a 50 ml. I think EDT concentration, yes. And they have side ingredients mentioned. And this is it, here it says made in Germany. Okay, so a lot of fragrances are made in Germany. Bruno Banani, there's the BB bottom. You can just Google it, or you can see YouTube, their advertising and all that. So inside there's this I think the tag of the bottle, it's just inside, nothing much to see. The bottle is really nice. It reminds me sort of like Tom Ford Black Orchid, Tom Ford Man, Tom Ford few other about Sahara Noir. This bottle reminds you of that. As you can see, it has the sort of this lines. It says BB for Bruno Banani. The cap is golden. Juice color is very eye-catching, kind of like a boozy color. Very nice bottle. Even it sits like this. If you sit it, it won't be straight. So Bruno Banani in front, nothing much at the back. Bottom, it has a sticker and everything. This I think is a release of 2016 or 17. So the cap, you can pick it up. It's very light bottle, nothing much. But when you take it out, the atomizer is kind of black. So nice presentation on this one. I like this better than the other one. And this fragrance is very, very familiar to me. I'll tell you what I mean. Yeah, I know this DNA, but it's a little bit different than one other fragrance. Let's see the spray. It has much better spray. It has very good distribution. So this fragrance, it clicks onto place, the cap, and give it some time. And when you smell it for the first time, I knew that, like I smelled this fragrance before, I mean the DNA. And I was like, wow, that sweetness and this fruitiness, and it's definitely, there's a cinnamon there, sweet cinnamon. And I was like thinking, what fragrance contains cinnamon? And then I kept thinking for 25 minutes or so. And then, yeah, it came to my mind. It has very good similarity to Paco Rabanne 1 million. Okay, this is one of the most champion fragrances of all time. I have a 200 ml here now after going through 100 ml. This is hands down one of my most favorite perfumes ever. No matter what people say, juvenile, like outdated, 1 million makes you feel like you're happy, and that fragrance is very strong, projection is good, everybody likes the smell around you. It's kind of fragrance that gets complimented. So this has the sweet cinnamon, blood orange, amber, like a kind of like a spicy, sweet, ambery fragrance. This one right here, the Bruno Banani one, when you spray it for the first time, you get kind of like a lighter version of 1 million, more fruity. It's like it also has the apple note, and the apple, it's similar to the previous one just showed you, but it has that apple, and then there's a pomelo note somewhere, and kind of like mixed with the cinnamon sweetness, and definitely the vanilla and tonka bean also present here, but vanilla is not so intense, more of tonka bean. So the fragrance on the first 25 minutes or 30 minutes, it will smell like 1 million. Then it's gonna start go slowly towards kind of like diesel fuel for life spirit, like the sweetness of it. So the juice color even matches that. So it's kind of sweet fragrance again for fall and autumn. It's for young hearts, young souls, and if you really like wearing it, I think it will get you again. Longevity is 5 hours on this one, on me at least. So it's not beast mode. it's good longevity. Okay, it's better than the previous one. And the fragrance, now it's so familiar DNA. Everybody will say, oh wow, you smell nice, because they smelled this DNA before. So it is kind of good for dating, cold weather, clubbing, and if you want to wear it for work also, because it's not so super strong or heavy, you can wear it at work also. So this kind of fragrances everybody's gonna love. So for 20 bucks or so or less, for 50 ml, I think it's a great deal for a fragrance. And it's always nice to know another fragrance house. It's always a pleasure bringing a new fragrance house, not new, I mean in my channel. So that's it. So this fragrance, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Okay, the man's best one, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Solid fragrance, good pricing, nice presentation, and nice smell. So those are the two fragrances I want to show you today. Hopefully some of you have known this fragrance house. You can leave a comment below. What are the other good fragrances in this house? Perhaps I'll check them out. Everybody have a nice day and nice weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.